All right, today we are connecting two sets of poi, this one and this one, to the same controller. That's the SmartPoi controls, and we're going to control them at the same time. So first off, we are going to switch the first set of poi onwards. These ones are set to access point mode, AP mode. That's as indicated here. And we have to therefore connect to the poi access point that would be here. So let us connect to the poi. Okay, we are connected. We should be able to see that by looking here, they're online. And we can double check by pressing fetch settings. So what you want to do is put your router name and the router password in here, click submit. And after that, you're going to check this box over here. Already did the router name. And you're going to press submit there. And hopefully the poi will now be connecting to the router. So I actually made a little diagram. I'll make a little diagram. Let's have a look. There we go. If you have a look at this, currently we're in access point mode over here. Access point mode is your phone connecting to the main poi, and then the main poi connecting to the auxiliary poi. So the phone talks to the main poi, which sends the signal on to the auxiliary poi, and then the auxiliary poi sends its replies back, and you get the reply. So the main poi is doing a lot of work in this situation. We want to get to this story over here. And how do we do that? We submit that and we restart the poi. So here we have the poi currently connected directly to the SmartPoi controls. And we're going to restart. And I can see that that didn't work because it went blue and red. That is still access point mode. You have to restart one more time. Hopefully, we will get the green indicator. Green indicator means that these poi are now connected to the router. Now we have to click on this discover poi button, which doesn't find them for some reason. The discovery is not working for the ESP32 version. Luckily, I've already checked using an app, the Thing, F-I-N-G app, and that tell you what the address is. So I've already got mine. Okay, you're going to set these and you'll see that they get connected. Oh yeah. So there we have it. We have one set of poi which is connected. Now we can click on the buttons. And it does stuff that I didn't like that very much. We started for some reason. If I'm demonstrating something, then things could be working. So look, green again. All right. Hopefully, everything's working now. auxiliary poi fell off the radar. This poi accidentally restarted themselves. There we have it. So we're controlling two poi. And it's good. All right. So we have control of two poi. Now we just need to do the same thing on the other poi. One time, these ones are not in written mode there. Access point mode, so we will have to connect. I had the wrong setting, so I connect to the other poi. Connected. If we click on discover, it will set the default, which is what we want. We get the settings, perfect, double check that it's connected. And now, for the second point, we put our router name and password. As I said, I've already done that. And you check on this button. If it's already checked, you don't have to check it again. And you click submit. And these four have now changed to router mode. That means we should be able to get the green indicator. These are running some old firmware, but the router mode still works. It just looks a little different. Okay, we got the red and the blue. The blue is the main, the red is the auxiliary. So we don't need that. We have to start it again. Till we get the green, both poi. We have it. Okay. So now that we have the green, we need to, okay, the last ones are numbers 6 and 8. On this one, the discovery does actually work if we are connected to the Wi-Fi. Sure your phone or your computer is connected to the Wi-Fi, otherwise you cannot discover anything. Discover poi. By the way, this is the address of your router. So we have discovered some poi. We've got some poi on 6 and 8. And if you remember the previous one, it's 4 and could be any number, but that's yours. So we have set the poi up. And now, if we, I'm just going to close this and start it again. Pause, that will give us the indicator for all of the poi. So we've got one set of poi which are online, and we're just going to switch the second set of poi on here. Look for the green indicator. As you can see, it went red and blue. So every second time you switch them on, it will go red and blue. And another time again, it will go green. That means we are connected. And if we look on our interface here, we should see that the poi is online. It still says offline. And if we click on this, for example, yes. Okay, so if you can see these are slightly different, they have different images, but essentially you can now use these buttons to change all of the poi at once. There you have it. So that's it. That's what we have so far for controlling the poi. Synchronous. So that's how it's done, and just a quick update in case you're wondering, this is how this whole thing works. Instead of the phone, or in this case the desktop, controlling the auxiliary via the main poi, we now have it going via the router. So router over here, router is talking to the main poi and the auxiliary poi separately, as well as these other 2 poi. So all 4, and that means we could easily add more in the code. I haven't done it yet, but you could add a lot more. So the limitation with this method, access point mode, is that the ESP32 or ESP8266 has a limit of 5 connected devices. So right now, this main poi is connected to your phone and 1 poi. So we could potentially add 2 more poi, but that would be it. That would be the absolute maximum. And then the main poi would be doing extra work. That means restarts and overloading of the main poi. Whereas in this case, with router mode, the router is doing all the work that is actually designed to do that type of work. And we get the best case scenario. So that is how it all works. I'll be looking at adding some more poi to this situation here, so we can have more than just 4. And hopefully you understood that. Hopefully that makes sense. In terms of the settings and everything, I've only got 1 set of poi with that, and same with the image uploading, stuff like that. I don't have uploading to 4 poi or anything like that, so that's obviously something I need to look at. Yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, go play with poi, see if you can get all 4 connected and controlled.